Yeah, the wicket looks a bit browner than I thought it would be. I think the heat, from what I've got from the groundsman, is that the grass of the wicket's been burnt from the heat from the last week. It was very hot. So we've asked for pace and bounce, so hopefully we'll get that over the next 5 days. Key thing is pace and bounce, but if there was a bit of grass on it, then that's fine because, as I said, we back ourselves. If it was a low scoring game, we'd want to get 20 or 30 or 50 more, which what happened in Newlands. As you can see over there, there's not a lot of green grass. So I expect a good cricket wicket and hopefully a bit of pace and bounce. Previous game we were very happy with. I felt that certainly myself and the coach's views is always to try and look for the positive option, the aggressive option, and trying to make sure that whatever way you can have an advantage over a team. Obviously India is the same. We want to make sure that whatever takes them a little bit out their comfort zones, and the previous game it was pace, and it worked. So it will be something along the same lines, trying to make sure that we've got bowlers that can challenge them with pace. Right now I look at Maury as definitely a fourth seamer replacement. So if you pick four seamers, Maury can be in that four seamers. Consistently wise, I feel he's got a little bit more to do in terms of being a third seamer. If you play three seamers, you consistently have to be on the money. Vernon, Mornay, KG, Dale, those guys are a step above, but definitely as a fourth seamer. So if you play four seamers, he's always someone that gets talked about because he's got pace, he's got X factor, and obviously he bats as well. So he's a good all-round player. Anyone that gets judged on being the best in the world, whether it's a bowler, a batsman or a team, I feel he should get judged on playing all around the world. India at times were really good in that first test match and we expected that. That's why I said post-match, the previous game, that was one of the best test matches that I've played in because there was so many ups and downs for both teams. India was in the game for 90% of the game, so it was a fantastic contest between two really strong teams. So I expect that they'll take a lot of positives from that game. They would say that they were not far off. They were close. Their bowlers got 20 wickets in the game. The only part where we were a little bit better than them is we got a little bit more runs in the first innings. So yeah, I expect another huge performance from them. As I said, they are a remarkably strong team, and for us it's just making sure that we don't take a step back and relying on a 1-0 lead. And if you do that against a strong team like India, they will pounce on it. For me, it's obviously right now is really important, but I've also got an eye on the future in terms of looking at, there's a lot of test cricket coming up. We're playing 2 more against India now, and then we've got 4 against Australia. And as I've said very often, that the success of our test team is highly dependable on the fast bowlers that we have in our armoury. So that's why Lungi's been brought into the squad. Want to get a closer look at what he can do. Before yesterday, I haven't seen him bowl at all. So it was just great to, 1, to get to know him, and 2, to see what he's got, because I believe there's a lot of talent there, but it's something that is obviously important for the next 4 or 5 months. And our fitness of our bowlers is going to be really important. So there's probably about 6 or 7. As you mentioned, Dwan is one of them. Decide on which one we want to go for this game.